Shotgun snap for Wilson. Complete beyond the marker. 30. Gets the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. George Kittle, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
14.
Putting the tight end in motion. Wilson's throwing for it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Falcons take over as he records his 10th career INT. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
London going to motion over right. Complete to the rookie out of Auburn. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He throws a bullet down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, go!
Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Falcons take a 7-point lead in the first. Drake London with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his...
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Now here he goes. And he's in. So how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Brings in the kick at the 9. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have second down behind the sticks.
Hey, alert! 14. 18. Front left. Start.
Trying again following the set. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Wilson now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Penix on first down. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. That's Diamador Lenore. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
12. Yo, volley.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Gotta figure out this third down here.
Hey, let's go.
Penix here from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage. Drake London with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return starts at the 9. And this return is brought to a halt just across the 10. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Caught, nice gain left side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Wilson now, 1st and 10. And they pick him off again! Off to the races, middle of the field! And he takes this one back for the pick 6! You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Okay.
After the pick, here's Wilson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Russ. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Buddy!
Throwing on third, Wilson. That's completed right side. Hits the 20. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Spread the field and send him all deep, baby. All right, this might be a stupid question, Brock, but what makes that play call successful against an NFL secondary?
Yeah, because 4 verts is good against a college secondary, a high school secondary, a Pop Warner secondary, because it burdens and stresses that defense. And if you got people that can run and you got 4 choices to choose from, oftentimes you'll find one to hit on.
The 49ers to the line. Here comes another 2-point attempt.
Spot that, spot that.
Russ is cooking again. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Brown with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. He fires one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
On the option, it's Algier. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Penix. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Penix working from the gun. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Reload! Reload! Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Get up.
And again, it's Penix. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Russ now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Well. Good job right there.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. That's brought in by Jennings. Rolling into enemy territory. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Go, 14.
1st down throw from Wilson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again, here's Wilson. And they pick him off again! Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. They send the tight end in motion left. Penix now on 1st down. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. Looking to throw. Now he's going deep right. He's got it inside the 25. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Wisnowski now to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. They pull out the reverse. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Got a man, it's London. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's a handoff for Algier. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. They go again with Algier. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Falcons will have a first. They go play action. Here's Penix. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Penix on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
1st down from the red zone. He's on the move. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons stretch the lead to 23. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. A.J. Terrell making that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Rush coming for Wilson. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. First down, here's Russ. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. What? 14, run it. 36 power.
Man in motion here.
Run.
4th down, Wilson throwing. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
So the 49ers once again going for 2.
The 49ers will line up.
Wilson's throwing for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Play action, here's Penix. Too much lead on that throw, that falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's a quick pass. Caught outright. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Fred Warner.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Let's go now.
Penix on 3rd down. This This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Jukes one defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the 49ers will go on offense. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Alert.
Wilson with it on 1st. And they pick him off again. And the Falcons get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that third. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 9. Now 2nd and goal at the 49ers 17-yard line.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the pressure drives them backwards. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Penix working from the gun. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons put up even more points in a win. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons make it a 24-point ball game. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey! Listen. Let's go double count right here, double count.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. We'll get this complete to Jennings. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers putting up points in a game decided. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Falcons cover up the kick. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Here's Algier on first down. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Complete beyond the marker. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
60 back, let's go.
From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Now a handoff to Algier. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready?
London going to motion over right. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons looking at a 3-0 start to the season.
On the jump.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Going far. 14. What?
Shotgun snap for Wilson. And they pick him off again! And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown! Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Check. Got it. Hey, alert!
After the pick, here's Wilson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
14.
Ross off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Russ now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons take over as he records his 10th career INT.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And they're...
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? See some more? See some more? See some more?